Greetings, citizens! First of all, congratulations to all the voters. I hope we have all exercised our right to suffrage wisely. Once again, this 2022 campaign season became an avenue for pushing the numbers up, where various sorts of endorsements from celebrities were put to full use. However, does their reputation or name equate to votes? I am your host, Eunice Nuyda, and you're watching PERYODISTALKS. Okay, join with us here today are two Bicol University students from the College of Arts and Letters, Mr. Raymond, Mina, and Miss Jonna, Faye, Magno.
Thank you for having us here. It's a pleasure for us to be invited.
So, starting off with our first question, how important are celebrity endorsements to political campaigns, particularly for the running president and vice president?
Oh, to answer your question, despite some of the candidates already having a name for themselves, celebrity endorsements can also be helpful to their publicity. But these celebrity endorsers can be a double-edged sword for the candidates they're endorsing. According to Harold Geronimo, president of the Public Relations Society of the Philippines, these celebrities hold two values. Either they are an added value or a destructive value. An added value because when a celebrity is someone who is very popular and is a product of hero worship among the fans, then it could add value to the candidate. But if these people are involved in scandals or scams, they can add destructive value to the candidates.
Okay, so basically they're just putting an emphasis on or market value on the candidate's name through an already existing prominent name.
Exactly, they're projecting
right?
the candidate's morals through the endorser's image.
Okay, Miss Jonna, so you have mentioned about the destructive value adding up on the candidate's corner, right? How do you think Marcos's campaign surged past his rivals despite how seemingly bad the reputations of the endorsers had that joined under his campaign? Mr. Raymond?
Although it is true, no, Miss Eunice, that certain celebrities under Marcos' campaign were met with strong criticism from rival candidates' followers, and apparently some personalities had their image ruined instead of it being boosted. And according to campaign strategists, whether a candidate is popular or not, certain voting preferences may influence it and may somehow be attributed to the efficiency of the endorsement. And in most cases, the winnability of running candidate is often compromised between popularity and credibility. And also, Miss Eunice, if the politician is already a celebrity in a sense, celebrities that endorse them tend to boost their image, or in some instances, their image is tainted due to the candidate's reputation from what Miss Jonna mentioned earlier.
Okay, so Mr. Raymond, knowing that information overload is among the top concerns raised by the people, especially that fake news, misinformation, and disinformation is rampant on such platforms like TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and other prominent social media platforms, no? So with that being said, we have no control over the algorithm. So paano ba malalaman ng tao kung kanino sila makikinig o kung reliable ba talaga ang ini-endorse ng isang artista? Miss Jonna?
So it still depends, no, on who's endorsing. Well, in fact, according to a professor at UST, Assistant Professor Ronald Castillo, there are three main factors to ponder when considering an endorser that will represent the candidate. First is, what's the image of the celebrity? Are they someone with a bad reputation? Or are they someone who's known for their good social image? Second, does the celebrity have any clout or fan base? This is very crucial, at least for those who are drawn to crowd volume. And lastly, does the celebrity share the candidate's beliefs and stances? So let's take Catriona Gray as an example. People will really acknowledge her opinion on politics because she has been encouraging people to exercise their right to vote since last year when she registered for the 2022 elections.
Ms. Jonna, but doesn't it seem odd to be taking up voting education from a prominent personality instead of someone who's actually involved in politics?
Oh, okay, so there's actually more to Catriona than meets the eye. Firstly, she's not just a mere television personality, a model or a singer. And aside from being crowned Queen Miss Universe 2018, she's also an advocate for many social issues, especially for unprivileged youth and children.
Can you please elaborate that further?
Oh, okay. So, recently, before the May 9 elections, she once again used her platform to educate her viewers on the importance of taking a stand and voting for the right candidate, joining the list of other celebrities who have actively shown their support for the Robredo-Pangilinan tandem, including Pokwang, Angel Lacsin, and many others who have attended Robredo's campaign rallies. Actually, she launched a vlog in her YouTube account entitled Pinuno para sa Bayan. In her video, she expressed her support for the tandem of Vice President Leni Robredo and Senator Kiko Pangilinan. She also enumerated and explained the characteristics and qualities she values in a good leader. And just like the candidate she is endorsing, she believes that she personally aligns with the causes that Robredo is advocating for, and that they share the same goal for the marginalized sector in the Philippines.
Okay, no? So, she indicated the good qualification that a leader must possess with equal judgment to all the running candidates. And to be fair, Catriona was right in all aspects. And somehow, made the statement applicable to all the candidates, not just on her chosen candidate. So, napakaganda talaga ng video ni Miss Catriona, no? Talaga nga namang beauty queen behavior ka nga nila. It is such a good summary of what we should look for in our leaders, ha?
Yes, indeed, Miss Eunice. The way Katrina delivered her point, we have been quite in a rhetorical manner. That's why it was so hard for the audience to take their eyes and ears off her. But it has something to do with her background as a well-known personality, which made the audience really anticipate her point. Katrina is also able to state facts and truths which indicates the likely future performance of the candidate she is endorsing. Lastly, kaya niya makiramdam sa mga tao kaya nagagawa niyang maging mas kapani-paniwala. That's why she was able to amass audiences from all age, both non-voters and voters in our country. And that factor alone is a presumptive evidence of effective persuasion and
How do you think
endorsement.
she was able to sound that convincing? Like, what persuasion strategies did she use?
Actually, Miss Eunice, if you watch the video with proper comprehension, you will be able to see how she used at least three modes of persuasion: the ethos, pathos, and logos. First is ethos. For example, despite the fact that there are countless PPCRV voters education programs scattered across the internet, do you believe people is aware of PPCRV? Assuming they do, only the minority of a larger population in our country knows about them. Mas makikinig pa rin sila sa mas kilalang personalidad. Katrina, for instance, really made good use of her platform and reputation to influence our knowledge on voters' education and preferences. And the next mode is pathos. She aligned and connect herself with the people who are watching her video. She wants to show that it is everyone's responsibility to get involved in politics because it should not only be a topic of discussion, but also a necessity. Then she concluded the video on a strong note, reminding viewers that she has done her part, and that it is now up to them to research, make an informed decision, and exercise their rights to suffrage wisely. The last mode is logos. It was very evident, no? When she enumerated the qualities of a good leader, which were not only based on her own words, but also supported by factual basis. That's why it bolstered her claims
Okay, thank
and
you so
views.
much. I believe it is now time to wrap up the show, Mr. Raymond and Miss Jonna. Thank you so much for coming to speak with us today and for sharing your insights. I hope you enjoyed our conversation. We'll now leave it up to the viewers to remember to always make informed choices, and hopefully next time you'll have a better understanding of how Philippine media landscape will shape the next election season. Again, I am your host, Eunice Nuyda, and you're watching Periodistalks. Thank you so much.